Welcome to Get to Know Our Member series. My name is Paola Miani, and I'm the founder of the Sustainability Transformation Community. I'm going to have a 15-minute chat with 10 sustainability champions in this series. They are members of this community, and the intention is to get to know them, learn from them, and to find out more how peers around the world approach, communicate, and deploy sustainability in their organizations. Today, I'm here with Rodolfo Pereira. He's from Brazil, currently living in Spain. He is a sustainability expert focused on training companies and individuals in circular design models. During the interview, he shares his experience in running a business and how he put the planet as a key stakeholder in the process. And thank you very much for joining us today, Rodolfo. And let's start by if you can introduce yourself, who you are, where you're calling from, that would be great.
Perfect. Hello, Paola. Thank you very much for this invitation. I'm from Brazil, actually, but I've been living in Bilbao, north of Spain, the Basque Country, for the last 11 years, probably. And before that, I was in Barcelona for 3 years. So it's been a while around this side of the ocean. And in the past 5-6 years, I've been very into circular economy. I had a business here that we can talk later a little bit, focus on the consume sector of products, goods for home basically, and sports. And since then, I never got back. I think circular economy and sustainability just caught me very well, and I found myself. It's like that moment where you find yourself and you say, all right, there's where I want to be. So since then, I've been focused on this. I'm also like a musician, if I can tell you this. So this is
Excellent.
What I believe that it helps me to maintain the creativity and the fun part of being creative, So I'm like a musician, and I'm also a father and a husband, which I'm very proud of having this family that I have here. And this is who I am, I guess.
Excellent. Thank you very much. And so, how did you find out about the sustainability transformation? What does that mean for you? How did you become interested on it?
Yeah, I mean, whenever I read, the paper, let's call it, the paper, I really liked it a lot, the way it was designed, built, and in my mind, it's been a while that I don't work with big companies, let's say, but I've worked before in banks in Brazil, in the insurance sector and everything, and remind me a lot the difficult of implementing innovation inside of big companies, right? And whenever I saw that paper, since I'm a huge believer in sustainability and everything that goes around, I was like, all right, this is a great piece of tool that could be used to start to move things around in companies, to bring sustainability inside of the company and make this transformation. So whenever I read that paper, I was like, all right, I want to be part of this group, and I want to see if I can somehow share whatever I can and also learn with the others.
Fantastic. Thank you, Rodolfo. That's great. And yes, that's what the community is about. So sort of learn from each other, share experiences, and that's the next question. So can you tell us an experience that you have had on putting the planet as a key stakeholder? Any initiative that you have been part of, or you have run that help you to raise awareness of this and sort of make it actionable?
Yeah, I mean, the last project I had, which I had to close it down actually, but it was a project that I could learn a lot about the way of thinking, putting planet as a key stakeholder, right? I mean, it was like a project that was based on sharing the usage of products through rental, okay? So people would pay per use, and the main idea was that people don't need to buy everything they need to use, because most of the times we have products laying down which we're not using. So we had extracted a lot of materials. We used a lot of energy for products that's not being used. So the main idea was what about if people share the usage of this product? So I started to rent a few products and thinking always on the economic side, trying to make it profitability, which I couldn't achieve to this point. This is why I closed. But with some products, I saw that it could be a reality. Like some products were really like profitable, let's say, by applying this way of doing the rental and the shared used. So the planet was always in the center, because sometimes you can rent products, you can have a business model of rental without putting the planet in the center, like as a key stakeholder. But we need to do this, because if this kind of business grows, if we don't have the planet inside, it makes not sustainable, for the future. So the main idea was like, all right, I need to create a business putting the planet as a key stakeholder. And with this in mind, I almost got to a business model that was kind of good, but I couldn't keep going. But now I see others doing something very similar around the world, and I'm very like, I'm cheering for them, I'm like, all right, this, because there's some models that I don't believe that goes around rental, but there's some models that was like somehow what I was trying to do, that I follow them a lot, and I'm very like happy to see them achieving some goals that I couldn't. So I know it's possible, and because I've tried, I've done a little bit, and I've seen others that keep moving forward. So yeah, definitely it's possible. It's harder because you have one more stakeholder that's very complex. It's like planet, but it's possible, and we need it. We need this. We need this.
And what would you recommend to someone that is just starting a business to sort of consider the planet as a key stakeholder? What would be your biggest sort of tip?
Let's see. The biggest tip. I don't know. I don't know how to say. It's like, it's not gonna be easy, but it's possible. And if you don't do this way, there's no reason for you to do any other way. I mean, at the point that we are, I truly don't understand how people can start business today without putting the planet in that position. We're discussing so much transformation that we need to do, that I don't see any other way of starting a business today without putting the planet as a key stakeholder. So it's just like, it's not even like a tip, it's like an obligation. I tell people, like, I understand old business that they need to go to transformation, but new startups today, it should be like a must. Like, all right, you have the client, you have your product, you have your service, and then you have the planet. You need to combine these factors, and then you need to find a solution that can be sustainable for the future, Mm-hmm. But I don't know. It depends about the sector, Paola, because if you work with too much energy, then you need to focus on a lot of like the energy part of the puzzle. If you work with a lot of materials, you need to work a lot more with the resource. If you work with a lot of things that maybe use a lot of water, you need to focus on water. So try to identify where are the critical mainly impacts on the planet that you have in your business, and then really work on that for sure, without dismissing the others. But definitely, because it's a puzzle, like I keep saying to people, it's like a puzzle of energy, emissions, resource, and waste, actually, that you need to kind of like put it together and find a way.
Yeah, no, that's a very good point. And I mentioned that in the report as well. So for me, the key thing is realize that whatever decision we make, it will have an impact, whether we are aware of it or not, whether we want it or not. It will impact the planet and the society, and is more like raising the awareness and acknowledge that whatever decision we make will have an impact beyond whatever you're doing in your business, not to the society, to the planet. And bring that to life to whatever industry, as you were talking about, to whatever context you are, and what that means, what it actually means for them in their business. As you said, if it's production of materials, what does it imply, what impacts we're making, and where in the product life cycle, and in our case in financial industries, it was more and the impact in the society, but also the operations, how to optimize it, and also sort of ensuring that you could identify opportunities in sustainability as well, to drive innovation, to help communities to prosper and have a better future. So yeah, that was very good. Thank you. And the last question: how do you think this community could help you? What would you like to get out of it?
Well, it's like I believe that this it's grown like this group with a lot of different kind of people that is very motivated about doing differently what we do, so I can learn a lot from different types of people that maybe I would not have access during my day or in my environmental here in Bilbao. Maybe I will never get the chance to meet people like I will have in this group and learn from them, and also by that I can also share whatever I know and whatever insight I have, whatever experience I've had with others that are willing to apply like this new way of thinking in their business and be like some external key partner with a lot of people as well. It's like a, let's call it, decentralized group of sustainable people thinking differently. And sometimes it's good bringing people out of the box. Sometimes I'm not in the sector that someone is, but then having someone from outside just bringing some insights, it helps a lot sometimes. And this can help both way. Like someone can come to me if I have a project that I'm into it, and then someone can give me an insight from outside that has no idea about rental, but it can give me a great insight because of the whole experience it has. Or the other way around as well. I can just come with my creativity maybe and give them, hey, why don't you guys are doing this, or why don't you try to do this? And I don't know, being helpful in a community, let's say, that are trying to build something better.
Excellent. And also, you told me that you're very focused on the education side of circular economy as well. Would it be interesting maybe to find out if there are other people in the community that are educators in circular economy and sustainability, and exchange, ways of educating on this, what works, what doesn't work? Would that be a good thing for you?
Yeah, definitely. And education for me is the key for everything actually, and not just professional but everyone. I think that every people around the world should have access to information that surrounds sustainability, circular economy, and all those things, because I believe that our decisions as a person has impact also in the direction that business will take, so the way we act and the things that we expect as people, as society, also drives the way business is built. So I believe that if people has much more information through an educational, I don't know, like it can be social media, it can be course, it can be any different type. So definitely it would be nice to meet people, maybe they want to be part of this educational revolution, let's say, or they just want to bring some new, I don't know, like course to their companies or something like that. And not forget about the kids, Paul. And I wish I can have this opportunity to say that I'm very into like how I can get to also the kids and families, because I believe that there's a huge opportunity there as well to educate people since they're young.
Fantastic. Thank you very much, Rodolfo. And yeah, looking forward to engage with conversations around education in the community and get you involved as well.
Thanks.
So speak you soon, and thank you very much.
Thank you.